almost spilled that. Just woke up. I'm gonna wash my face and all that after. Might do a face mask after this. And then we're gonna walk the dog for at least 40 minutes. So I might stream that too. Oopsie daisies. It is 8:27 a.m. Pacific. We got up before our alarm. Me and my wife had a great little date night last night. Sushi and wine near our propane fire. It was so nice. So relaxing. Spent the whole evening on our patio. Hey, welcome. DNI Basketball, welcome. Yeah. We're going to do some meditation here in a minute. Alright. Cheers, Mindset fam. Just going to get everything set up here. Have my little milk in there. Have some water. A little bit of water. Over here. Fill this whole thing up. And then I'm going with the iPad. Okay. I like doing the meditation right away. So it's done. Okay. Here we go. We go with the iPad. Just got up, so hair is a little crazy. Alright, I left the iPad in the garage. Hang on. Hey, what's going on? Skoda, welcome, welcome. Just about to do a little meditation. Just getting our iPad here. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Oh, there we go. iPad, check. Come on, Pop. Boom. Streaming some meditation. Just about to meditate right now. Hang on. Just getting hydrated, getting ready to go. And the pup's right there. Oop, there he is. Hey, bud. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. All right. Appreciate it, bro. Just going to get our coffee, and then we're going to set up the meditation. Oh, all good, Skoda. Check out my other content. Got lots of shorts, lots of streams, workouts, meals, lunch with me, meditations, etc. But yeah, if you're going ready to sleep, peace. I'm just getting my coffee. You as well, brother. Yeah, I did a workout stream last night, so I'll probably be doing one after. Hee, welcome. Haven't ate any breakfast yet. Yeah, neither have I. Yeah, we're gonna have breakfast in a bit, but we're gonna meditate first. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Skoda. What? Oh. Cool. Right on. All right. Here we go. About to meditate, Mindset fam. Stay as long as you want. I like taking this time for ourselves, for myself, first thing in the morning. That's why I do it. Boom. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for you, Skoda. Already into work now and you're 15. That's awesome. That's why I started at age 17. I did push-ups from age 8, about age 8 to age 15. No weights, and then started weights at age 17. So that's awesome. Okay, let's begin. We're going to do our meditation. Getting back into it, getting back into our stream of doing our meditation. I did almost 60 days in a row. So we're going to do that again. 30 minutes. And I'm going to be doing breath work along the way.
Welcome back. You can begin by taking a seat. You can pick your favorite chair
Jedi mode activated.
Or just sit cross-legged on a cushion.
It just has a hood.
Let's take a moment to release any unwanted tension.
Here we go.
You can do this by rolling out your neck in a circular motion.
And we're starting our day without worrying about everyone else,
and giving your back a good stretch by twisting those shoulders left and right.
The fact that you guys are turning it into a meditation stream is awesome at your age, because I wish I had this that long
make
ago.
Sure to check for any tightness that might be hiding in your jaw or shoulders.
23.
And if you find any, just go ahead and release it, softening that area.
I'll be drinking my coffee while I do this. Who's that? Stupo Oliveira.
Now that you're ready to settle in,
Thanks for tuning in.
Find a starting position where you're sitting upright and alert, but without being too rigid.
I'm gonna do a 4-second inhale, hold for 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
Your chest should be open and your shoulders relaxed.
I'll be checking the chat intermittent.
Go ahead and place your hands in a comfortable position. They can be folded in front of you or on your legs.
There.
Now close your eyes.
There we go.
Let's begin by taking a few slow, deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. For each breath you take, notice how your chest and stomach rise and expand on inhale, and how the body relaxes and softens on exhale. As you finish your next deep breath, allow yourself to return to your natural breathing rhythm in and out through the nose. Now bring your attention to where you most easily detect the breath. You might feel the air passing through the nostrils or touching the upper lip. Or sometimes you feel the breath in the movement of your chest or belly. Once you find that point, keep your focus and attention on it. This is your meditation practice, simply observing where each breath unfolds in this present moment. And remember, there is no need to change the breath, speeding it up or slowing it down. Just let it happen naturally, observing each part of the breath, the inhale, pause in between, and exhale.
killing me, mindset fam. Itchy eyes and first thing in the morning. I'm trying not to itch them, but they're so itchy. I don't know if any of you are suffering with your allergies this time of year, but spring has sprung where I'm from. And, oh, it's killing my eyes. There. Oh.
As you've been following the breath, you might notice some thoughts and distractions arise. That's completely normal. These moments shouldn't be discouraging because they're really an opportunity to strengthen your practice. Simply acknowledge the thought and then let it go, returning back to following the breath.
And at the end of each meditation, the beginning of each meditation, I'm going to start doing some affirmations or an affirmation statement related to some areas where of my life I'm wanting to manifest. So I'll teach you guys how to do that as well. And you might already have your own manifestation or affirmation statements to help just with your visualization for the meditation and what you want to focus on. The fact that you're taking this time for yourself this morning, or it could be late morning for you or evening for you, is
And
really,
if your
really
mind has wandered, no problem. Just slowly return
good. We're going to
to
protect our
observing the
inner world
breath.
first before the day gets going.
From this point forward, we'll use the sound of a chime as a reminder to bring your awareness back to the breath. When you hear it, if your mind has wandered, just slowly bring it back.
love that quote from Gladiator by Russell Crowe. What we do today, or what we do now, echoes for an eternity. It's one of my favorite quotes ever, and very, very accurate. Of like our impact on the world, our impact on ourselves, on our families, on our friends. It does echo forever. So I've been using a different strategy to manifest, like what it is I'm trying to work towards. Trying to get back to banking. I'm in insurance, but I'm trying to get back to banking, and I'm retaking my mutual fund license, and then my ultimate goal is to become an online personal trainer and content creator full time. And I've been working towards that tirelessly for the last 2 years, and I know eventually it's going to manifest. But you can't put a timestamp on it. You can't say, oh, it's going to happen at this date. You just gotta do the actions, the daily actions necessary to put you in the best position to succeed. And then you let the rest of the chips fall where they may to get you to where you want to go. But using our more daily meditation to help manifest, to help with the visualization of feeling what it feels like to have, to be in that position, to be in the present, and what will that feel like, having everything that you want, whatever your career passions are, your business idea, maybe it's a personal goal like having a family, having kids, becoming an athlete, making it pro, whatever your goals may be. Visualization is super important, and all the greats did it. Wayne Gretzky, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, some of the greatest athletes in the world use visualization to help instead chase the dream, but have the dream chase them. Like pull the dream, pull that future reality to them by visualizing it and then doing the work, the daily work needed to help make that dream manifest. So this morning we're going to meditate, and then we're going to do a bit of study, but after some movement. So I'm going to have a second cup of coffee after this. Again, and then I'll have some fiber, some Metamucil and creatine, and then do a bunch of push-ups or a little bit of yoga, and then some push-ups, and then we're going to do a study session, and then walk the dog. I want to get some more of my athlete idols, like posters. Right now in my office, I got Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conquer photo poster, and then I've got Michael Jordan doing his famous free throw line dunk. The next, I want to get Muhammad Ali, one of his famous fights. I think it was his first fight where he fought Sonny Liston, and he's above him doing like that fist bump. I want to get that poster next, and then I'll put a couple more of those in the garage. We're building our inner inner sanctuary for building a resilient mind. Every time we meditate, make us more emotionally resilient, emotionally strong. Even when it can feel chaotic or life just feels like the odds are stacked against us, we persist. And then another little meditation that I use is the gratitude meditation, but we can lump that into this one. And it starts off a little bit like this. May I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be at peace. And that's like blessing yourself, then you bless someone else, then you bless someone else. So you bless yourself, you bless someone else closest to you, and then you bless someone that you have difficult relations with, or you still wish them the best, but you don't want any animosity. You just want to keep the peace, make the peace. Because when we have animosity, or if we, if we verbalize that we hate something or someone, it takes away energy, good energy from us, that we could have reutilized towards something positive that we're working towards, or just that positivity on ourselves. So repeat after me. May I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be at peace. Now we're going to do our breath cycles. 4-second inhale. Hold for 7 seconds. 8-second exhale. One more time. And then one more time. May you be happy. Or sorry, may I be happy, may I be healthy, and may I be at peace. We work on ourselves first and then everything else second. If we do more work, more inner work and personal work on ourselves, we will become extremely valuable and in our work, in our career, in our business, and be able to withstand a lot more of life's trials and tribulations, because we've done the inner work and we've been building up our foundation, our suit of armor, spiritually, physically, mentally. And then for our next breath cycle, we're going to do, again, 4-second inhale, hold for 7 seconds, 8-second exhale. And let's start it off with a little gratitude for someone that's closest to you, that you really love, that you like, that you're proud of, that you just want them to know in this meditation that you're thinking of them, you love them, and you appreciate them. And you're going to start like this. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be at peace. Do 3 cycles of that. I'm thinking about my wife, my best friend, my family, my mom and dad, my sister, how much I love them and how much I appreciate them. And then one more cycle, breath cycle of may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be at peace. To someone that you love, someone that's close to you, someone that you appreciate. I'm just going to quickly check the chat, see where we're at. Welcome, welcome. And deal. We're 22 minutes in, 30 minutes of the meditation. Welcome. Appreciate you guys all being here. We're almost there. We're going to keep using our breath work to anchor us to our meditation, but also to help with the visualization. You're going to, right, we blessed ourselves with gratitude. We're going to bless someone else. And then we're going to bless someone closest to us, friends or family. Excuse me. And then we're going to bless someone that we might have difficult relations with, or that still feels pain, suffering, that still experiences pain, suffering, anxiety, and that we still wish the best. We may or may not respect them, but we still wish them peace and harmony. Now, one more blessing for those closest to us, our family, our friends. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be at peace. Holy, my allergies are kicking my butt. But another thing I'm gonna start doing, Mindset Fam, is re-listening on Spotify audiobooks, because Spotify has audiobooks. Is listening to Joe Dispenza's like um, breaking the habit of being yourself, um, becoming supernatural, and then he has one other book. I can't remember what it's called, but I've listened to all of them and I took notes on them, and I'll do some YouTube shorts on those, on like teachings and stuff, because I feel like I want to re-listen to them again, like when I walk the dog, because it's just so powerful. Like, you know, excuse me. Like, he teaches how to meditate. He teaches how to visualize, and how to pull from the universe your dream life to you, and using meditation to do it. I mean, it talks about the science behind it, how our brain doesn't understand the difference between what's real and what's not, and utilizing meditation to help with that. And then one more breath cycle. I'm going to do a 30-second breath hold, for blessing again, someone else one more time. Closest to us, friend, family member, mom, dad, sibling, brother, sister, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you be at peace. We did a 40-second breath hold there. Then we're going to reset, and then we're going to end with a gratitude, another gratitude. So we've blessed ourselves, we blessed someone closest to us. Now we're going to bless someone that we might have difficult relations with, that still experiences pain, suffering, and anxiety just like us. And we're going to say it like this. And this is actually the verbiage in my meditation, my gratitude meditation. And we can start doing that. I can start doing that guided one, switching things up every other now and again. Those are 20-minute meditations, but I like doing 30 minutes. And here it goes. May they be happy. May they be healthy.
And now,
and
just take a moment to give your mind a break. No need to focus on your breath or think about anything at all. Just enjoy the mind at ease. And as the practice finishes, just slowly bring your attention back to the space around you. You can gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Now rolling out the shoulders and neck.
Last breath out.
And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes.
All right, Mindset fam. Our meditation is complete. We're gonna have our second coffee. Hey, what's going on? Hope Taylor. Appreciate you being here. Doing good, doing good. Just finished the meditation and gonna have our second coffee. And I was just mentioning to y'all, it feels really good. My allergies are really bothering me, so I'm gonna have some allergy medicine in a minute. Wash the face, moisturize, get on some sunscreen. Well, I'll get on some sunscreen soon because we're gonna be walking the dog. But I want to do some like yoga and stuff first. Show you guys that before I even do anything else because I'm trying to get the mind prepared for the day. When I do my morning routine like this, prep the mind, then prep the body, then move the body. I find I'm just like I've got my energy ignited right out of the gate, which is what I want. So to be able to tackle everything else. So I appreciate you guys being here. So meditation's done. We're gonna slowly build that up. We're back to 2 days in a row. And then I will show you guys some of my, I wonder if I even have it on here. I might have it on here actually. I'll show you guys if I can find it. Hang on. Let's see if it's on here. Oh yeah, it might be on here. I had my affirmations. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, here it is. So I haven't done this one for a while, but I have like a bunch of affirmations that I was saying. It's like 20 to 30 seconds to help me like anchor myself to the meditation before we start, to help with my visualization. And I said, I'll show you. I'm going to change this probably again. It's been a while. Okay, yeah. I'm living as the successful personal trainer and content creator I've already become. My brand serves thousands daily. My income flows abundantly at 20,000 per month. And I connect with the brightest minds through my podcast. This reality exists now, and I embody it fully. And then to really like summarize it, I like this one too. I release all limiting belief, all limiting thoughts, and step into the consciousness of my most successful self. I'm already a transformative personal trainer with global impact, confident, charismatic, and in service to thousands. My body remembers this future that already exists, and with each breath, I embody the energy of who I've already become. Yeah, so super powerful. You can make your own. I just used the AI to make this, and I just kind of wrote, like brain dumped my thoughts. You can write this on your journal, say it every day, and I do find people that do that, like they write it down or in either digital format or written form. It just helps you visualize with your visualization before the meditation even starts. So we're gonna go back to that one more time. I'm gonna close my eyes, and after I say this, to really like anchor it to my visualization for the day. I'm living as the successful personal trainer and content creator I've already become. My brand serves thousands daily. My income flows abundantly at 20,000 per month, and I connect with the brightest minds through my podcast. This reality exists now, and I embody it fully. And you got to visualize yourself doing or being present in your dream life in the now. Not in the future, not in the past, right now. What does that feel like? Just take a moment. And lean into that. Okay. Meditation's done. Boom. We are going to have our second coffee and then make some fiber. Oh, yeah. And then I gotta wash my robe because it's a bit ratty. Hang on. Here, Pop. Here. Probably gotta let the dog out as well. So hang on, I'll let the dog out. 1 minute. There we go. Time to make our second coffee. Boom. And again, as always, I always put the coffee in here. Hey there, Natasha Amelman. Welcome live. Thanks for tuning in. Just finished our morning meditation. And we're just about to make our second coffee. Pop it in reusable K-cup. And it's Costco coffee, just like that. There we go. Boom. I'll show you guys lining up with the. There it is. This is our Keurig. Boom. That's gonna make our second coffee, and then we're gonna do some creatine. Nice. Okay. Creatine. And I find the creatine really helps with my studying as well. If you take 5 grams a day, it's for like muscular endurance. Again, do your own research. But muscular endurance, muscle recovery, it's got so many benefits. And then if I take 10 grams a day, which I have been taking consistently for a while, 10 grams a day of creatine helps with gets past the blood to brain barrier. So your cognition, your memory, your recall is increased as well. I don't know by how much, but I've been doing a lot of research on it, and even in my weight training course, they said it can improve your recall and stuff like that. And especially with studying, I'm noticing it's been super helpful, and then my retention, my comprehension of the material from my reading, especially when I read aloud, has been super good. So if you guys want, I can combine the study with me, the meditate with me, and the study with me together, and we could do that before I walk the dog. But I'll get your guys' input with a poll first. So we finished our meditation. We're gonna do, like I said, a little creatine, 2 scoops of that with a little Metamucil for some fiber. I'm not ready to eat yet. And then right now I'm gonna have a shot of this apple cider vinegar because it's super good for digestion. So we're gonna do that. And I'll show you guys my little shot glass. Hold on. I take it just as a shot. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Boom. And our friends got this for us from Hawaii. Either they got it for us or we got it when we went. Been to Hawaii twice, to Maui, 2018 and 2022. It was an amazing place. Here we go. This is get the digestion going. Really good for the gut health. Salut, Mindset fam. Oh. Mm. Okay. Whew. All right. Now. But yeah, I love streaming. It's like my new favorite way to do content. Eventually, I'll do videos, but right now, still under 1,000 subscribers. So my YouTube coach mentioned to wait until I'm about like just to add 1,000 or above. Okay. Uh, should I walk dog first or study? Yeah, first. Oop. Again, I'm gonna fast until either after studying or after walking the dog. But I want to get your guys' input. Let's get your guys' input. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Like I mentioned, we go live daily for meditations with me, workouts, etc. All right, little Metamucil. I'm gonna let the dog back in just a minute. I love getting you guys involved and like helping like what I do next in the content. It's fun. So suit you guys say for the poll. And I love the polls because it's like real-time feedback, right? So all right, 2 scoops of creatine, scoop of Metamucil, and we've had our apple cider vinegar. Bring in the dog. All right, and we're gonna have our coffee. Boom. All right, down on this Metamucil and some creatine, and that should tide us over for a bit. Okay, there we go. All right, 2 scoops creatine, scoop Metamucil, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Now we're getting our second coffee prepared. I like to get highly caffeinated when it's first thing. There we go. A little bit of milk, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, my dog's going nuts. Hang on. No. No. The dog is barking a little bit. All right, here we go. So what do you guys think, Mindset fam? Sip on this coffee while we do some little studying. or do some, like walk the dog. Okay. Yeah, pop. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get dressed here. Okay. Here we go. So let's go and wash our face and everything, and then take our allergy medicine and get ready to walk the dog. Get that done early. It'll be a nice little fasted workout. So hang on. Just gonna turn you guys around here. Cool. Aha. Yeah. All right, Mindset fam. Hair is crazy and I don't want to deal with it, so we're gonna just put on a sweater. I'm gonna find my Under Armour sweater here, and I'm gonna wear a hat because we're gonna be walking the dog soon. I freaking love this Lululemon sweater that my folks got me for my birthday. Super thin, good for like spring, summer. I'm debating on whether I should wear a fleece or, yeah, no, probably a sweater because it is pretty cold right now. It is gonna warm up, but just for the time being, pick it out. There you go. My Adidas sweater. Hang on. All right. There. Because it is cold enough for a sweater. And again, I got my Apple Watch on for walking the dog. So we got just enough battery to walk the dog. And let's quickly wash our face. Okay, you guys right here. All right, hang on. Time for a little cleanser. There. And again, it's 9:22 a.m. Pacific. Almost been going. Almost been streaming for an hour. Moisturizer. Space is done, Mindset fam. Now we can do a little studying. I think I want to do that first because no one's responded to the poll yet. So let's do that. I'll go in the living room and do it. And I'll listen to binaural beats while I study aloud, and I'll show you guys. Put on some chaps first there. Boom. Okay. That's all good. Got my AirPods for a little study sesh. Now I just got to chapter 7 of 18 of my mutual funds course, and then I got to, whatchamacallit, I've got to do some quizzes, because each 3 chapters I like to do a little bit of quizzes, so you guys will chill with me on the bistro table here as I do a little studying from the MacBook. There we go. Mindset fam. All right, we're gonna do some studying. I'll give you guys a better angle. How's that? That's better. Okay, it's a cool angle. Okay, I'm gonna put my hat on in a minute just because my hair is a bit of a mess. Okay. Ew. Okay. Okay. Damn thing. And again, let's get our space set up for success. Okay. I just have to check out where I got to, and I'll start doing the quizzes now. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I want to see one thing. Okay. Just getting to my quiz part here. Boom. Yeah. Gonna have that ready to go. Textbook. And one thing. Where did I get to? 7-2. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna go like this, that, 2, hour studying. That sounds good. Between quizzes and reading. Okay. All right, beauty. Okay. Now, individual by chapter. Now I just got to find those quizzes. Here we go. Hey, welcome, Marcus. Doing some study right now for my course. Just going to do end of chapter quiz for that. And study planner. Yep, there we go. Let's see how I do. Yeah, so how many sections are there? 4, 5, 6. Beauty. So that's not bad. So we're almost halfway through the text. And I'm gonna work on some quizzes. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. So this section's on the know your client communication process. So that's chapter 4, 5, 6. I did pretty good on the quizzes on. Am I late to the stream? Yeah, I just finished meditation this morning. But you're not late. I'm starting to study right now, and I'm just gonna do that for about an hour. So you can sit back, relax, and enjoy this study stream. I'm gonna do some quizzes, and I'll be about another hour. So this stream is gonna go about 2 hours. So anyone that wants to chime in, visit or bring in your friends, family, anyone that wants just like a focus, like a focus stream. This is it. Okay. Yeah, there's like 30 questions usually per quiz. Yeah. Gotta go eat lunch? Yeah, sounds good, Marcus, but appreciate you being here. One sec. I'm just gonna message my wife back here. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Oop. Hell. There. There. Okay. Here we go. Quiz time. Sounds good. I'll be around, Marcus. I'm gonna do an hour. Here. I'm just gonna get some binaural beats on here. But yeah, here. I got a better idea. Here we go. Here we go. So let's go like this. Here we go. Focus binaural beats. And then study time. Time to study. Accommodating, yeah. So identifying an objective of an effective financial plan. Accommodating changes in lifestyle and income level. What? Oh, whoops. Identifying an objective of a financial plan. Considering, yeah. Accommodating changes in lifestyle and income level. Identify the step in the financial planning process that comes before analyzing data and information. Collecting data and information. Periodic review or follow implementing recommendations. This is 30-question quiz that we're doing here. Select the reason that an advisor should formalize the client relationship with either a letter of engagement or a formal contract. And to provide the client with specific investment options that are anticipated to meet the client's goals. To ensure the client does not initiate a relationship with another advisor. To provide the client with information about expected and predicted rates of return that will ensure. To ensure that the client is fully aware of exactly what services the advisor will provide and what information the advisor will require. Yeah. Specific investment options. Identify the action an advisor must take if the client refuses to provide any part of the minimum information. Politely decline to obtain a written waiver from the client and consult the compliance officer. Yeah. Yeah, if the client doesn't want to give information, like required information to open up an account, you politely decline to open the account. But normally, I remember reading, you need to obtain a written waiver. Yeah. Actually, no. Politely decline to open the account. Yeah. Select a mutual fund category that fulfills the safety of capital objective. That would be money market. Identify the primary asset categories and asset allocation. Primary asset categories and asset allocation. Yeah. Cash, fixed income, securities, and equities. Yeah, cash, fixed income, securities, and equities. Define discretionary income. Money available to a client to pay expenses and invest in savings. The amount of money a client has available after investing in savings. Difference between money coming in from employment as well as other sources and the tax paid on these funds. The difference between money coming in from employment as well as other sources and the amount of money going out to pay expenses. Yeah. Discretionary income. Available to the client to pay expenses and invest in savings. Yeah. Discretionary income. Hang on. Discretionary. Yeah. An individual's ability to save depends on cash flow, which is the amount of money coming in from employment and other sources, and the amount of money going out to pay bills. The difference between these two, yeah, amounts is discretionary income available for savings. Money coming in from employment and the sources of the money going out to pay bills. Okay. Yeah, got it. Define net worth. Net worth is total assets minus total liabilities. Net worth. All the client's assets and after subtracting outstanding liabilities. Yeah, assets minus liabilities. Identify the checkbox on a mutual fund account application form that best indicates how attainable goals are likely to be. Risk tolerance. Yeah. Risk tolerance box, net worth box, total assets box. Identify the checkbox, annual income box. Checkbox on a mutual fund account application that best indicates how attainable the goals are likely to be. Determine the investment category that would be found at the top of the planning pyramid. Rubu, welcome. Yeah, it has been long. How you doing? Doing some studying right now for my mutual funds course. Then we're gonna walk my dog. I'll show you guys I'm doing my quiz right now. So, determine the investment category that would be found at the top of the planning pyramid. The top would be right, because I think it's highest risk to lowest risk for the planning pyramid, but I'm just going to find that in my text. Hang on. Just going to find that. Yeah. Yep. Or real estate, precious metals. Yeah, high, very aggressive investing at the top of the planning pyramid. Looks like this. I'll show you guys. Yep, precious metals, tax shelters, aggressive, moderate, and then it gets more conservative as you go down the financial planning pyramid. I'm stuck, glitched. Oh, darn. No, don't get glitched. Okay. Okay. Precious metals. Be at the top. Which behavioral bias is characterized by unwarranted faith in one's intuitive reasoning? Overconfidence. Right on. Which behavioral bias results from investors' need to classify objectives and thoughts? Classify objectives and thoughts. Nice. Biases. Share this with someone that wants to study or studying something or just wants some like a deep focus session. They're really handy. I'm listening to binaural beats as I do this and it's helping a lot. Okay, let's see. Yeah. this one be? Which behavioral bias results from investors' need to classify objectives and thoughts? Which behavioral bias results from investors' need to classify objectives and thoughts? Representatives? Yeah. Rationalization or representativeness? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, what's this one? This one should be it. Yep. Representativeness bias. Classifying objectives and thoughts. People have different biases for investing. And, oh, there we go. Which behavioral bias would a man be least likely to demonstrate? Loss aversion, probably. Status quo availability. Probably status quo. Yeah. Yep. So not status quo. Man, do not want to keep things the same. We want to risk more. Which describes an emotional bias. Investing according to general rules on how markets tend to behave, taking action based on feelings rather than facts. That's an emotional bias. Yeah. Emotional bias. Feelings rather than facts. Which behavioral bias places more value on assets already owned versus not owned? Regret aversion, endowment, decision avoidance, representativeness. Which behavioral bias places more value on assets already owned? I think it's representativeness or endowment. Yeah. Which behavioral bias, on average, recognizes a potential investment loss as twice as powerful a motivator as the possibility of gain? Loss aversion. Which will be the most likely result when moderating an asset allocation of a client who risks outliving his assets? Most likely result when moderating like the asset allocation of a client who risks outliving his assets. I'm going to say higher client investing comfort, a lower investment return, lower client risk tolerance. Yeah, which would be the most likely result when moderating the asset allocation of a client who risks outliving his assets. Higher client investing comfort, a lower investment return. Yeah, outliving assets, I would say. levels depending upon their behavioral tendencies. This is called a client's best practical allocation. Maybe better start by adjusting risk and return levels. Yeah. A best practical allocation may slightly underperform over the long term and have lower risk, but is an allocation the client is comfortable with. Yeah, you got to be comfortable with the asset allocation. Yeah. Lower client risk tolerance, a lower investment return. Yeah. What does behavioral finance assume? Investors are imperfect in their perceptions of economic reality. Investment behavior can be described by a set of rules. Yeah, investors make rational investment decisions. Are not necessarily rational or logical. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Are imperfect to the perceptions of reality. As human beings, investors are not necessarily rational or logical. They're subject to personal beliefs and biases that may lead to irrational or emotional choices. Yeah. Risk averse, rational in their decision making. Yeah. Can be risk averse, can act irrationally. Are imperfect in their investors are imperfect in their perceptions of economic reality. Which behavioral biases causes investors to hesitate most at moments when aggressive investment behavior would be most appropriate? Regret, loss aversion. Hesitate most. Loss aversion or regret aversion? Yeah. Regret aversion. Which of the following statements regarding cognitive biases and emotional biases is incorrect? Stem from information processing or memory areas. Yeah. Can be thought of as blind spots in the human mind. Only emotional biases lead to irrational judgments. It's definitely, yeah. 9 more questions in this quiz. Which correctly ranks the dollar amount? Which correctly ranks the dollar amount of taxes owed on different types of income from highest to lowest for an investor subject? Yeah. Goes interest income, capital gains. Yeah. Highest to lowest for an investor subject to the highest federal tax rate. Interest income, capital gains income, and foreign dividend income. When is the earliest and latest that a Canadian resident can actually choose to collect CPP, Canadian Pension Plan? As early as age 60, CPP. Yep. You can also postpone the pension until age 70. You can start receiving it at age 60. Jocelyn has a company-sponsored plan. Hey, welcome, Kate McCarthy. How you doing? Doing a little study session right now. Doing a chapter quiz. Chapter is, what is it? Oh yeah, 4, 5, 6. Appreciate you being here. Kate McCarthy. Jocelyn has a company-sponsored plan. Doing my mutual funds course right now. Here's our question 23 of 30. So we'll see how we do. I've been referencing my text at the same time because again, I just want to get it, like, let it all sink in. Jocelyn has a company-sponsored plan that, according to the plan text, will pay her $1,500 a year in retirement for every year of employment. What type of employer-sponsored plan does she participate in? Okay. That's a company-sponsored plan that, according to the plan text, will pay her $1,500 a year in retirement for every year of employment. What type of employer-sponsored plan does she participate in? Flat benefit, final average, money purchase, career average. Let's see. Here we go. Defined benefit? No. Yeah. The monthly pension is a specific dollar amount. Yeah. This type of pension is common among unionized employees. Usually increased as a result of ongoing, yeah. So you understand, flat benefit pension paid. Yeah. I think it's career average. Ah, yeah, I think it is too. As a percentage of the employee's earnings over the course of her career. Yeah. Which is usually like 5%. Yeah. Do you have one of those yourself, Kate? According to the plan, tax will pay her, yeah, $1,500 a year in retirement for every year. A full year of employment. What type of employer-sponsored plan does she participate in? A year. That one out. Cool. Yeah, those are the most common for sure. Career average. Fixed percentage for how long you've been with the company. Hey, Rose, welcome. They vary according to employee may accumulate a career average pension of 2% of average. Yeah. Career average. Yeah. I'm going to say career average. Yeah. Yeah, studying it again. Yeah. Doing quizzes for my course. Oh, man, that one stumped me. These employer sponsored pension plans get tricky. I'm just reading the other ones. Length of service and average earnings. There's also final average too. Bases the pension on an employee's length of service and average earnings. Career average sounds good. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, question 24. What type of pension plan allows members to decide how their money is invested? Ah, usually based on a list of available fund choices. Flat benefit, final average, money purchase. Final average. Yeah, because that's what mine's like. Usually based on a list of available fund choices. Yeah, there was a tax chapter in this, but they didn't do too many questions on tax in this quiz. What type of pension plan allows members to decide how their money is invested? Are you at home or in the office? At home. Yeah, day off today. Fixed percentage. Yeah, because what I have is a defined contribution plan, pension plan, and I get to choose what it's invested in. But they call it something differently. Mm, yeah, but what do they call that? They call it something differently in here. Mm, because based on the amount of money a plan member has in his or her individual account, yeah. The employer contributes fixed percentage. Yep. Based on the employee's earnings. Yep. Popular small employers. I think they call it a money purchase plan. I'm just going to look that up though. Ah, that's another name for it. Money purchase plan. That's it. Because I have a defined contribution pension plan. The benefits are predetermined based on a formula including years of service, income level, and other variables. Oh, sorry, that's a defined benefit plan. And then the contributions are designed to match the predetermined plan benefits. In a defined contribution plan, which is what I have, also through my work, also known as money purchase plan, the contributions to the plan are predetermined, and the benefits at retirement will depend on how the contributions were invested. It is 10:02 a.m. Pacific, so first thing in the morning. All right, here we go. Mindset fam, I knew it. They just call it something differently. So a defined contribution pension plan is a money purchase plan. And the question was, what type of pension plan allows members to decide? So I'm a member, and if you get to decide how your money's invested, then you're a member of a defined contribution pension plan, also known as a money purchase plan. On how their money is invested, usually based on a list of available fund choices. If at the RSP deadline, Anna mistakenly overcontributed to her RSP by $3,300, what penalty tax will she face the following month from the CRA? So the rule is with an RSP. See, there's some of these questions that I know, like, because I worked in banking, so I know what those formulas. So it's 1%. So 10% is 330, 1% is 33. So you get penalized 1% per month for whatever you over contributed to your tax-free savings account or RSP. Now you might have different a name for those types of investment savings accounts in your country, but in Canada it's tax-free savings account RRSP, registered retirement savings plan. So Anna over contributed. When you over contribute, that means you're investing too much into your RSP or your tax-free savings account. So she's going to get dinged. I'm not sure of that one. Yeah. So she's going to get penalized. She's going to pay a tax of $33 because that's 1% of 3,300. All right, a couple more questions. Marie contributes 14,000 to a spousal registered retirement savings plan on February 28th of year 1. When is the earliest that her husband could withdraw the monies so that it is taxed in his hands? February 28th. Yeah. So she's in year 1 and really close to the tax deadline, right? Which is April 30th. Or sorry, March 1st. March 1st is the year end every year in Canada to contribute to your RSP, right? To maximize the contributions for tax season. Because our tax season goes till April 30th if you're just an employee. Different tax here if you're self-employed. So they're basically saying she contributes 14,000 to a spousal registered retirement savings plan on February 28th, so like end of February of year 1. When is the earliest that her husband could withdraw it so it's taxed in his hands? So I'm going to say January 1st of year 2, I believe. When is the earliest? Oh, it's a tough one because it's before March 1st, but I don't think it would be processed in time because February 28th is like right before, because February only has 28 days. So I'm going to say January 1st of year 2. We'll see how it goes. An individual will have until the end of the year, what year, after an RESP, Registered Education Savings Plan, was first opened to use the funds before the RSP expires. Ooh. Will have until the end of the year. I think it's like 35 years. Let's see. What time is it for you? It is 10:06 a.m. Pacific. Appreciate you guys being here for the study session. I'm listening to binaural beats and I'm doing this quiz at the same time. Oh, they're asking a tricky question. Like how long? Like for right? Because when we have kids, another thing in Canada is you can invest for their education, registered education savings plan, and with that, they're asking when, like how long can you have it open? 6:06 p.m. for England, eh? Oh, crazy. Dinner time. Yeah, an individual will have until the end of what year after a registered education savings plan was first open to use the funds. I'm going to say excuse me. No. Oh, I just found it. Hang on. Hang on. Nope. There. I want to know how long they have it. Alex, that's right, Alex. Yeah. Yeah, my name's Alex. Oh, nice. You did a 1,200-meter run? Good for you. Yeah, no, I definitely haven't done much yet, but I have meditated. I'm almost done this little study session for the quiz. I'll see how I do, and then I'll hammer home those concepts that I'm struggling with. And then I'm going to walk the dog. You did a competition? Good for you. That's awesome. Like 1,200-meter, like track and field? That's freaking sweet. Yep. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. and I woke up at like 8:20 a.m. Pacific. Oh, I'm not sure about this one, Mindset Fam. I have to go now. I hope I see you tomorrow. Absolutely, Kate. I'll I'll probably be doing a stream later afternoon tomorrow for some more study sesh because I want to get this exam. I want to read. I want to do all the stuff with this so it sinks in so I can write this exam. Got 18 chapters and I'm on chapter 7 right now. Nice. Take care. Mm, 6-19. Hang on. Just gotta find it. I can't find the dumb thing. I'm stumped on this one. No. Damn it. I can't find it. I can't find it, Mindset Fam. I'm just going to say 35 years. I think it's 35 or 25 years, something like that, where it'll expire. But I do know the lifetime contribution limit per child is 50,000. I know that. Can a Canadian resident opening a tax-free savings account age 19? Drake's new employer offers a defined contribution pension plan as part of the compensation package. Which of the following statements correctly identifies the characteristic of this type of plan? The contributions to the plan are predetermined. The benefit paid upon is predetermined. No. Can contribute up to 10% of his current year's earnings to the plan. Following. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, defined contribution pension plan. Let's go back to that. Yeah. Hey, Death Trap, welcome live. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. We're doing some study with my mutual funds course. Can usually direct the funds. Yeah. I'm in insurance, but I want to get back into banking, so I'm retaking mutual funds. Yeah, because I wasn't banking for 5.5 years, and then I left the industry, and then now I'm like, I want to come back because it really helped me help people and empower them and educate them on money management. Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to take me some time. I'm on chapter 7 of 18 right now for my course. And yeah, and so I want to get that done over the next 6 to 8 weeks. Like all the studying, the preparation with the quizzes, and then writing the exam. The writing the exam is online proctored. So once I get that and I pass, then I can start reapplying to the banks again. Yeah, and then long term, I want to become a certified financial planner. Yeah, help people with their financial plans, build financial plans to help people build their wealth, build their lifestyle. Yeah, so appreciate it. So it's a long stream. We're at 106 minutes right now, but I just find you guys motivate me to keep going with it because I want to show you like, hey, it might take time, it might be repetitive or it might be boring, but it means we're doing the thing that we said we're gonna do. I'm not sure about this one. I think it's 10%. contribute up to 10% of his year's earnings to the plan, to the pension plan. Yeah. But yeah, hit subscribe if you're new here. I'm going to be doing much more study sessions. Yeah, I want to start trying to stream them like once or twice a day. Plus my other streams too, for lunch with me, meditate with me, and workouts. Are predetermined. The contributions are predetermined. Let's see. That's it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I want to know if I can do like donations yet, or I have to wait till I'm monetized for that. I'm not sure, but I've heard of creators doing that even before they're monetized. So maybe it's an option, or maybe I have to wait. I'm not sure. Yeah, to the plan are predetermined, and the benefits at retirement will depend. Yeah, are predetermined. Aha. Okay. Contributions to the plan are predetermined. Yeah. There you go. Reported 55,000. Yeah, for the previous tax year, Sundeep reported 55,000 in employment income, 4,500 in net rental income, and 1,200 on interest paid on a student loan. What amount of income should Sundeep use to calculate? Should Sundeep use to calculate his maximum RSP contribution for the year? Oh yeah, I'll show you. Check it. So here's the quiz. This is last question of the quiz, and this is the textbook, investment funds course. I was just going through. It's like 438 pages. I'm on chapter 7-2, and this is like this kind of the study plan they recommend to do it within 3 months, because it does take some time to go through all the material. Yeah. I'm right around here. I'm just about to start chapter 7. So I'm going to read, once this is done, I'm going to read chapter 7. And it recommends doing the end of section quizzes and end of chapter review questions, which I'm going to have to review as well. And then, so it's basically like read a section, preparing for section. Yeah. So read a section, which is 3 chapters, and then do the quizzes, read a section, do the questions, etc. So it'll take some time. And each week you're basically reading 2 to 3 chapters and then doing the quizzes. So I'm going to keep that so it's fresh. Yeah. Appreciate it. All right. You're 13? Crazy. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of the younger generation tuned into my lives, which is awesome. And I want to show you guys, doesn't matter where you're starting from, like what age you are. I'm 33. So again, big focus on career right now with where I'm at in my life. But eventually you guys are going to get to a point where you're in college, you're going to university, you finish high school, or whatever that's called for you where you're from. I want to get the next generation to tune into my streams to show you like, hey, you can do it too. It does take time. It does take discipline. It does take sacrifice, right? You might lose a little bit of sleep. You might stay up later, get up earlier, but it will all be worth it in the end. You'll be proud of yourself, and you'll be proud that you showed up for yourself, to put yourself in the best position to succeed and build the life of your dreams, the life that you want. So just want to say that. All right, last question, and then we're going to take a break. Yeah. 55,000 employment income, so that's 59,500. Yeah. Because that's got to be, yeah, so his employment income has to be declared as income for 55,000. 4,500 in net rental income. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so it's 59,500. and 1,200 interest paid on a student loan. Yeah, interest paid on a student loan. No, you wouldn't include that. Interest paid on a student loan? I don't think you can deduct that against your taxes. Or include that as income. Interest paid on a student loan. It's a lot of interest paid. Holy. I'm just going to guess that one. Oh, sweet. I passed the test. Mindset fam. Sweet. Question results. All right. And then it shows me where I went wrong and what I need to improve. Got 77%. So I think because even on my taking the actual exam, I just need 70% to pass. Or something like that. Yep. Oh, yeah, the written waiver. I figured. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it saves these quizzes too. Annual income box. Identify the checkbox that means find an application form that best indicates how attainable goals are. Annual income. Yeah. True. Yep. Yep. Nice. You just had some tea? Right on. Loss aversion. Yep. Yep. People who are subject. Yeah. Oh, which correctly ranks the dollar amount of taxes owed on different types of income? Oh, a Canadian. Whoops. I had that opposite. I almost had it. Because it's, yeah, highest. How you become a. What's that? Oh, billionaire? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I can't tell you that because I'm not a billionaire. but but you can there is ways to build wealth, um, even when you're making not as much. The concept of compounding, compound interest. Compound interest is the way, like when we keep investing our money into something, real estate, stocks, mutual funds. Over time, we continually invest that same amount of money and then slowly increase that investment over time. That creates a critical mass of investment, right? Of our principal, which is the money that we put in and invested, plus interest, plus capital gains, right? Of how that investment performs. And then over time, if we do that same investment um, for, let's say, like a long time, like 30 years, 40 years, that's how it can turn in from hundreds of thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. Compounding. It means our money's growing exponentially because we continually feed that investment, right? We're investing in our retirement portfolio for retirement because we keep investing every paycheck, for example, every 2 weeks, like $50, $50, $50. Like that's what I'm doing. And over time, I'm going to be, so I'm 33 now. When I'm in my 60s and 70s, my goal is I want my wife and me to have millions of dollars in our retirement portfolio. So, because life costs a lot today. Expenses, it's very expensive to live. So you have to invest. You have to set aside a portion of what you make and then invest it so it grows. Like you're planting the seeds. You're planting a seed for your tree, your big tree to grow, and that's your money tree or your cash machine. We're creating a virtual and a real cash machine by investing. Okay, I'm probably gonna take a break. I'm just seeing what I need to work on. Okay, interest. So yeah, which correctly ranks the dollar amount of taxes owed on different types of income from the highest to lowest for an investor subject to the highest federal tax rate? Interest income, Canadian dividend income, and capital gains. I did it wrong. I did interest income, capital gains income, and foreign dividend income. Yeah. You gotta go? Yeah, you take care. Death Trap. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for your subscribe and like. Have a great day. Oh, are you from England as well? Or are you from somewhere else? Let me know. Korea. Flat benefit. Okay. Flat benefit. The simplest type. The monthly pension is specified dollar amount of pension for each year of service. Yeah. Yeah, it's a flat amount for every year. Yeah. Yeah, money purchase plan is a defined benefit contribution plan. If an RSP deadline. What? It is not. Oh my god, yeah, no, I totally had that wrong. Oops, my mental math. Yeah, no. 1%. I said 1% of 3,300 was $33. Yeah, mental fart. Um, that's not correct. I was thinking of 5% because I was just doing some quick mental math. 10% is 330 of 3,300. 5%. Yeah, so 1%. 10% is 330. 1%. 5% is 115. Yeah. How is it $13? Because you get penalized. Oh. To RSP by what penalty tax will she face? Who will make contributions to RSPs in excess of the amount permitted by legislation may be subject to a penalty tax. Over contributions of up to 2,000. That's why. Made. Because 10% is $20. Sorry, $200. 5% is $100. 2.5% is $50. Yeah. Penalty of 1% per month is imposed. Yeah, that still doesn't make sense to me, so I'm gonna have to go back and work on that. Really? Over so contributes 14,000 to her spousal registered retirement savings plan on February 1st of year one. When is the earliest that her husband could withdraw the money so it is taxed in his hands? Wife year four. It's taxable income to the spouse, not the contributor. Ah, since the spousal RSP belongs to the spouse, in whose name it is registered. However, any withdrawals of contributions to the spousal plan. Hey, bro, can you show my channel on your laptop, please? It's a request. Rohit. No, I'm not doing that. This is my stream, and you can do that on your own stream, Rohit. I appreciate being here, but like, I'm putting in the work for my stream and my live. You got to do the same. All right. People will tune in. They will tune in, but you just have to do your own stream, right? Let's convert it to in the year the contributions made. I'll quickly review it in a minute. Okay. I've done 50 subs. I done. Oh, I don't have 50 subs to do live stream. What's your subscribers at right now? I'll give you a shout out to end this live because I'm gonna end this live in just a minute. So I'll give you a shout out and I'll share the channel. And I'll start doing that with my lives actually to showcase subscribers of Mindset who have YouTube channels. So I could totally do that to help let you guys know. Again, what's your content though? What kind of content are you doing? Yep. Give me one sec. Since the spousal RSP belongs to the spouse, however, any withdrawals of contributions to the spousal plan claimed as a tax deduction in 2 calendar years prior to the withdrawal. It doesn't make sense, so I have to go back and review that. Aha. We'll have the end till the end of what year? 35 years. Yeah. Contributions can be made for RESPs up to 31 years. That can be contributed in a single calendar year for each beneficiary. However, there is a lifetime maximum of $50,000 per beneficiary. Yeah. But the plan must be collapsed within 35 years of its starting date. When would be the best time to start the plan? At what age can Canadian residents open? 18? You don't have to have earned any income. Yeah. Okay. Drake's new employer offers define, yeah. Contributions or plans are predetermined. Yep. To determine a person's RSP, calculate total income earned. This amount is total income earned. Yeah. Got it. Okay. Beauty. One sec. So now if I go back there, it should show my results. Nice. Nice. Okay. Cool. And then I'll go back and practice those again. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Hang on. All right. Hang on. Here we go. I'm just going to see if my wife texts me first. Oh, not yet. Okay. We're going to go back here. And I'm going to bring up your YouTube there. Rohit. Okay, one sec. So, Mindset Fam, I'm going to start doing this once per live. I'm going to highlight a subscriber that's been very engaged with Mindset. And if they have a YouTube channel, I'll give you guys a shout out. And I will start doing shout outs in my YouTube shorts. So I'll be keeping a close eye on engagement from the Mindset community. And I think it'd be really good because it's paying it forward for other creators that are starting off and they're trying to build their own YouTube channel. Because when I first got started, I didn't have anyone shout me out or anything like that. It just happened organically. And I'm at a point now where I want to start giving back. So along the journey, right? As I grow, because it's a really good thing to do. So Rohit Chahar has his own YouTube channel. So I'm going to bring him up right now and I'll show you guys his channel. Doesn't mean you have to subscribe, but he would appreciate it if you subscribe. Rohit Chahar. Yeah. 22. So I'm bringing up his... Oh yeah, so he's got a ghost on there. See that? Yeah. So he's got, I think it looks like a gaming channel. Okay, yeah. Nice job on the thumbnails, holy. Okay, so he's got 27 subscribers. I'll show you guys. Hey there, Rose, back at it again. I'm just finishing up. Just finished up my study session for now. I'm gonna do some reading after I walk the dog. But here is subscriber Rohit. He's at 27 subscribers right now, and I was telling him that he should eventually do. So this is Rohit's YouTube channel. He's got like a cool ghost logo, and then his handle is at Rohit Chahar 22. And eventually he wants to do streaming. And he has done some YouTube videos there. That's kind of cool. And it looks like he's playing Minecraft. So he's got like a gaming channel. So Mindset Fam, if you're into gaming channel, and then you want, and then he does do YouTube Shorts as well. Looks like, oh, crazy, yeah. Um, people are really into like if you're into gaming and stuff like that. Uh, he does have lots of YouTube Shorts for that. So yeah, just want to give him a shout out. This is his channel, and looks I don't know when he started it here. I'm going to see when he started it. Okay, he started in May 4th, 2023. So good for him. That's awesome. So just want to give a shout out anyone that's got a YouTube channel. I want to show him some love. So Rohit, there's your little shout out. He's at 28 subscribers right now, and all I'm going to say is keep posting content, keep um yeah, doing your YouTube shorts and your videos. It will grow. And once you're at 50 subscribers, highly recommend doing like a stream. So if you're into Minecraft, you should start doing streams once you hit 50 subscribers because it will help you grow faster. Because it builds a connection with your community that you're building. Right? 28 people is still awesome, right? We all got to start somewhere. I started small too. I only had a couple, 50 subscribers, 100 subscribers. And the biggest thing is just continue to show up. And eventually it will grow and you'll connect. And as long as you're passionate about it, passion's number one, money's last. If you focus on the money, people will sniff that out and they won't join you. But if you're about the greater of humankind and you want to improve, you want to help people improve, you want to show them like what your expertise is and help them, they will follow. So there you go. A little shout out for Rohit. And we're finishing this live here. 129-minute stream, a little bit longer. And then I'm going to see where my wife's at, and I'm going to probably walk the dog now. So, as always, may you be healthy, may you be happy, may you be at peace. Peace, Mindset Fam. I don't know if I'll stream more today, but we did get a good study session in, and we passed that quiz. So, we're going to be doing some more reading as well. All right. Ciao.